Hi, I'm Lisa and today's class is all based around Manipura Chakra. This is the navel center. If you rub your hands together with me, building some nice heat between the two palms, and then cup those hands over your tummy. Just hold your belly with your hands. Close your eyes, feel down into the belly center. Take some slow belly breaths, feeling the belly expanding into the warm hands. On inhale, relaxing away from those hands on exhale. Now, sensing here is your seat of power. The energy of this Manipura Chakra, when balanced, gives us will, vigor, determination. It empowers us to follow our dreams. It empowers us to overcome our fears, to bring action when we need it into our lives. As we light the fire within us, the radiant warmth and light floods our body and mind, allowing us to share ourselves, the authentic part of who we are, to the world. So it's a really beautiful energy center, so powerful. Now I'm going to light a little candle for you, and it's great. If you have a candle, you can do the same. If you haven't got one, don't worry. As you look at the candle flame, whether it's your own one or my one, what does flame, what does fire bring to you? So you look at the color, you sense the radiant light. If this was a dark room, suddenly there'd be more light available with the candle being lit. So you sense the light that shines outwards from the flame. You can also sense warmth. Wouldn't want to bring my hand too close around it. Now, seeing if you can think about, as you look into that flame, whether it's mine or your own, what kind of feelings does fire bring you? And begin to sense your own inner fire in your belly. The ancient yogis revered the sun in the sky, but also the fire within their own belly, known as Agni, fire. And the belly is the fire bull. So as we light this fire within us, it starts to burn away that inertia that keeps us stuck in the same patterns and stops us from fully achieving our hopes and desires. So regularly I would light a candle if I were you and just gaze at it and allow yourself to just think about what that candle gives you, what feelings it brings to you, and then sense that light within you. Now we're going to do some little activating practices for the belly. Throughout the month of April, the focus will be on Manipura Chakra, so each week there'll be a slightly different activity going on based around the tummy. But for now, let's do some nice activations. I'll meet you on the mat in standing. Once you find yourself in standing, start by coming into mountain pose, spreading out the toes, rooting down through the feet and sensing yourself connecting to the power of the earth element. This is the ground of your being, the container of who you are. Now sense the pelvis centered. Give a little bit of movement to it. Just feeling the pelvis is the house of your sacral chakra, which is all about movement. As you center through the body, through the pelvis, through the feet, you feel the spine is more upright, and then there's this beautiful, soft, open belly. You want to feel, when you breathe, the belly moves like a wave rising inward and releasing outward. And then we can tie in some movements here. We'll just circle the arms around on inhale. And bring those hands in prayer downwards on exhale. As you do this, imagine that you're drawing in all of those things that support your energy. So the navel is our energy center, and we can do things that support our energy. We can also do things that deplete our energy. So here we're thinking about gathering in all of those things that support your energy center. Whether that's eating healthily, supporting yourself with the way you think about yourself, spending time in nature, what you do in your life, who you hang out with, all these things affect your energy. You keep circling for 2 more rounds. Just really thinking about, what am I gathering in here? Next time your hands come down into prayer, in front of the heart space, and you close your eyes and you consider, if you were to journal, these would be your prompts. What supports my energy? So when I do it, it actually makes me feel energized and buoyant and light. And then, what depletes my energy? When I do it, I feel lethargic, heavy, low. There's neither one or right or wrong. It's just an inquiry. We're not judging one as being better than the other. But what supports energy? What depletes energy? Write these down if you can. Now release those hands. Open up the stance a little bit, not too much. And we'll start to do a standing twist with a tiny little bounce. The little bounce can begin to activate energy. The arms are lightly tapping your belly and your lower back, activating the belly center. As you twist, you can turn the back foot in a little, which helps the twist, and make it nice and relaxed. So there's no tension in your face or jaw, your eyes are soft. The intention in your mind could be, I'm connecting to my energy center in my belly, feeling into my energy, my power. Now begin to slowly center it and release. As you release, you turn the palms to face forwards and you notice the effect, because everything we do has a cause and an effect. So what's the effect of that one little thing on my energy? How does it make me feel? Open up the stance a little bit of goddess squatting, building strength. And we all know that when our bodies feel strong, flexible, our energy feels lighter, more active in a sense. So we want to build that strength as well as that flexibility. So 3 more of these goddess squats, really pushing into the little toe side of the feet so that the knees don't knock in. And then you come down into that goddess squat with your hands on your thighs. We'll take the opposite shoulder to opposite knee. So inhale. Right shoulder comes down to left knee as you exhale. Back to center on inhale. Left shoulder to right knee on exhale. Back to center on inhale. 2 more times on your own. Now, next time you bring the right shoulder down to the left knee. You circle around and up. So 3 big circles, around and up, bringing that in with your breathing, exhaling and inhaling. Then you change and you do your 3 circles the other way. Straighten those legs, give them a little rest. Step those legs together and shake them out. You pause for a moment and you sense the effect. Feeling the pulsing of energy as we move the body. Any stagnant areas of energy begins to shift a little bit. Open the stance up once more. Hands up, knees bent, 10 chops. Feeling as if you're chopping away the inertia, the inaction. You then reach up and release. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me, but you want to be as wide as your wrists with your ankles. So I'll turn sideways here so you can see. I know this light is probably getting in the way, but it's okay. We can really sense the sun coming through here, and this is the energy we're trying to activate in the belly, the energy of the sun in our belly. Now bend the knees a little bit, lean the weight into the heels, and shift the hips slightly off center. Bring your fingertips to touch. Your hands are in this shape like a sphere. I'm calling this the sphere of strength. My teacher, Sienna Sherman, calls this the sphere of love. And we're bringing this up in a little bit of a diagonal. You can actually feel the core work as you push the fingertips together, lengthening the seat away from the fingers. Now here, breathe in. As you exhale, bring the hands into fists, pull them back, straighten the legs and move the hips forwards. Inhale, fingertips touch, tail lengthens back, knees slightly bend. Exhale, pull forwards. 8 more times. Last one. Come back into the sphere of strength, lengthening the seat back, really pushing the fingertips towards one another. Then open the arms, and as you fold forward, your spine is long, your tail lengthens back. You reach your fingers forwards and lengthen your seat back. This will help to create space in your pelvis and your lower back, which ultimately means we end up with some more room in our belly. So with those knees lightly bent, the weight in your heels, the fingers inching forwards, the seat lengthening back, inhale deeply into the lower back rib cage. Exhale, draw the navel towards the spine. Find a bit more room for the spine to lengthen back. 2 more breaths in that way. As you finish this next breath, shift the weight evenly over your feet, fingers underneath the shoulders. Take a breath in, the legs straighten out a little bit, you don't lock the knee. And then fold down the center, holding onto the ankles or the shins, widen out the elbows, fold down the middle, lifting the seat to the sky. Pushing through the feet, lengthen the spine, rising up. Stepping the legs together. Shake it out. Stand in your mountain pose. Cause and effect. Notice the effect. If we become more mindful about what we do, we'll start to notice that depletes me, that lifts me, and then we start to make informed choices. For this next few poses, I'd like you to grab something to squeeze between your thighs. I have a little block, but if you don't have a block, a small cushion is just as good, or maybe a little rolled towel. Lie down. Bring the block between the thighs, lift the shins off the floor and squeeze the block or the cushion with those inner thighs. Flex the feet. Interlace your hands behind your head, elbows nice and wide. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift the head and shoulders, sliding the lower ribs down towards the hips, trying not to use the neck or the arms. So it's the tummy muscles. And then lower down. So we're going to exhale and lift. Inhale and lower. 4 more rounds. Awareness in that belly center, sensing it as the seat of your power. As you finish this last round, you release the head to the ground, open the arms out wide, keep the legs in that shape, squeezing that brick. Take a breath in and exhale, roll the squeezed knees to the left, not quite dropping them down. Then inhale, bring them slowly back to center. If this is too strong for you, have the feet on the floor instead, doing the same thing. If you're able to do it with the brick and the shins lifted, then go for it. Control the movement, feeling the engagement of your core and making sure those inner thighs are nicely active as they support the lower back. When you next move those knees to the left, let them come all the way down to the ground. Keep the brick there. Feel like you're lengthening your right hip away from your right rib cage. Roll the right shoulder down and turn to look over the right arm for the supine twist. Big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Squeeze those thighs to the midpoint as you lift up, and then take them over to the right. Feel yourself lengthening your left hip away from the rib cage. Draw your left shoulder down, reach out through the left arm, turn the head to the left. Big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Squeeze those thighs to the block, lift the legs back up. Release the block to the side and hug those knees in. 3 slow circles to massage the lower back. Change direction. Circle the legs back to center and release the legs down to the ground, stretching the legs long and straight. One more pose here. Legs are together, feet are flexed, hands are by your side. Nice slow movement, right leg lifts up slowly, leg straight, foot flexed. Inhale as it rises and exhale as it lowers down. Left leg rising, inhale and exhale. Doing 2 more on each side. Feeling the activation in your tummy as each leg lifts, the muscles engaging to bring the leg up into the sky. Mindfully linking the breath and the movement together. As you finish that last round, the third round on the left-hand side, release the leg down. And then stretch both arms back. Interlace the fingers, full body stretch. Big breath in. And release. Hug the knees in. From there, roll to the side. Sit up. We'll do a little seated practice. So find a comfortable seat, either on a chair or with a little cushion underneath your bottom. Once you're upright, the left hand becomes a little fire bowl. So you turn the palm upwards, all the fingers together, and it faces upwards. The right hand rests on top of that. This is called Agni Mudra, so it represents the fire in the bowl. And then you place that right directly in front of your navel. Relax your shoulders. Now here, we're going to do a little tummy pump, where we pull the tummy back on exhale and relax the tummy on inhale. I will lower the camera down so you can see my tummy. Hands rest in front of the navel. We pull the tummy back on exhale, relax on inhale. One more. And then you rest. Keep those hands in that shape. Now as you close your eyes, sensing the fire in your belly. That particular practice is the beginner's version of Kapalabhati, which means a shining skull. And when our energy center is vital and active and just so balanced, the brain feels lit up. There's a big connection between the gut and the brain. So closing your eyes and drop your mind down into your belly. Keeping your hands in Agni Mudra and sensing the fire, the flame of empowerment and energy in your belly, lighting you up from the inside and radiating outward. Now again, if you're journaling, the prompts are, what do I feel in my life supports my energy? Can I do more of that? Can I commit to one thing that I know lifts my energy every day? And then also, what depletes my energy? What am I doing that leads me feeling low, lackluster, lethargic? Perhaps there's something I can release that no longer supports me. And then you bring your hands together and you rub them, cupping your eyes as you take a breath in, sliding those hands down into prayer, sensing the flame within your belly, sensing the light and warmth radiating out from you into the world, sending you all my love. Have a gorgeous, gorgeous day.